My clothes stopped in the washing machine.
My wardrobe is primarily black. In my dryer twice.
I use the Watched app to watch the morning show because I refuse to pay for Apple whatever. The Watched app usually keeps track of what show you're on or what episode you're on. So I just finished episode 6. So now I'm on episode 7. And I airplay it onto the television. It's a very long intro. Yeah, so I'm just gonna watch episode 7, drink the rest of my Coke, and that's it. I hate these little puffies. Of course. What else would it be? I just had to re-up. This stuff is what I take almost every single day for my nausea. It's got ginger, fennel seed, and peppermint in it. So it's just gonna be one pot spaghetti. I don't really, like, as I get older, I realized that I really don't like ground beef in my spaghetti. Like, normally, whenever I make spaghetti, I usually put just like a little bit of ground beef. But then one day I was like making my spaghetti and I realized like I don't really like the ground beef. Like, I literally was eating around it. And I was like, why do I keep forcing myself to like put ground beef in my spaghetti when I really don't even like it that much? So I'm doing a 1-pot spaghetti right now. So I'm just gonna let the water boil. So I own 1 pot. I thought about getting another pot, but then like I was struggling at Home Goods for like a couple of days, like trying to find like a good second pot. And I'm just like, every time I would like get to Home Goods, I would get like really overwhelmed, and I was like, I really don't need a second pot. Like, why am I stressing myself out trying to buy a second pot? What do I need it for? I don't even cook that much. So I just kind of found a way to be content with 1 pot. And so 1 pot is what we have. I don't know why I feel so drained today. Like, I think it's because I felt queasy earlier, and like I had to take a Zofran to help with that feeling. And I don't know. Earlier I did eat a burger and fries, which I probably shouldn't have ate before I went to bed, but I did, and I did that 2 days in a row. So it could just be like undigested beef in my stomach. I don't know, but I have a lot of nausea. I always feel nauseated, and it could be partially due to anxiety too, like I was saying earlier. It could be dehydration. It could be a lot of different things, and so it's hard to like know like what could be causing what. So I'm just gonna eat something and probably just watch another episode of Good Girls. I'm on season 2 now. I've kind of sped through season 1 like pretty fast. Does anybody else like watch Good Girls and then kind of felt like you could like live a life of crime and like not get caught? Like, I don't know if I'm the only person that felt that way, but literally like watching it, I was like, what they're doing seems so simple. Like, all I have to do is find a criminal to like let me join him, and then once I find that criminal, then I can be like living my life of crime. Like, they was making 20 grand like it was nothing. It was like 20,000, and then didn't have it anymore. It's like, I don't know. I fell asleep on the last episode of season 1, so I probably actually have to rewatch that episode because I will. You know, you wake up at the end of the episode and you're like, did I watch it? I couldn't remember if I watched it or not. So I'm just going to rewatch the last episode and then I will start season 2, episode 1. And yeah, so let's check on the spaghetti really quick. So the spaghetti, I've been kind of letting the water lazily just like boil out versus draining it, but it looks like that's not happening today. Normally I make more noodles than this, but I'm not that hungry. And this actually looks like a lot of noodles. So I don't have a strainer, which I went back and forth about that too, whether I needed one, but I'm pretty good at straining without a strainer. My God. I have the fire down on 3. It's not very high. I don't know if you can see that. A little bit of Italian seasoning with flaxseed. A little bit of Lawry's, of course. A bit of Creole, Tony. And then a little bit of cayenne. I don't know what the freak that person is doing. I don't know if you could hear it. But she's like, or he's like running back and forth. I don't know if it's a big ass dog, but I don't hear it every single day. Like, can you hear it? I don't hear her every single day. Like, maybe she's working out, which is fine. Get your fit on, you know, but. And then I add a little bit of parm. I messaged the landlord or the owner, the manager, whatever he is, of the building, and I was like, hey, can you message the person upstairs for me and ask them to please stop? To be like a little bit courteous. Like, normal walking is fine. Like, you can't stop someone from walking, but it's the running back and forth that I'm not gonna deal with. Like why are you running in your apartment at 8:40 at night? Like, it's literally 8:40 p.m. Like, why are you running back and forth in the apartment? Like, when you work out, you should be working out during like normal business hours. You should not be freaking running back and forth at 8:40 p.m. Easily burn. Enough for one person. This might be 2 servings, but we'll see. I also toast my bagel in my air fryer. The preheat actually toasts the bagel. Like, you know, when it preheats in the beginning, it actually toasts your bagel. So you don't really need to put it on any particular amount of minutes. It doesn't matter what you put it on because preheat's gonna toast it. So add food. You can't press cancel while it's beeping. Perfect. I like Land O'Lake butter. I mean, I made a mess, but I didn't make a splatter. So, anyway, this is the final product. I don't know if you can see. For back support. And then I just chill out and eat. So I got package delivery. this started out as me seeing this Herschel fanny that I wanted to replace because I had this version of the fanny already and I gave it to my sister. And so I wanted to get it again. And so initially I was looking for this on the actual Herschel website. And the website had it for the original price of like $35, almost $39, I think it was. And then I found it for $14.50 on this website called East Dane. And I never used East Dane before, so I thought maybe like it was one of those websites that like takes your money, but they don't actually send you anything. So I tested it out with one. So the first one came, and I was like, oh, you know, it's only $14.99. So I ordered more. So I ended up getting 3 more. So here's the box. I got 3 more. So they're this little, it's like a little black fanny pack. Let me grab the one I opened. So the one I opened already, I put in my suitcase so I wouldn't forget it because I'm going out of town in a couple of weeks. But it basically looks like this. It's a little black Herschel tour fanny, small, and has like the straps. And this is a brand new fanny for $14, Herschel. Now, if you ever shopped at Herschel, you know nothing costs $14 on their site. So it's a pretty decent fanny. And so it's like I was gonna wear it, you know, like crossbody. Because I had the big one, and the big one was like too big. I had the medium size one. The medium size is like double this. And so this is like a little crossbody, just a little small dainty one. You can wear it like on your hip, as a hip pack, like on your side, on your back, whatever like you prefer. But I was gonna do it as crossbody. So I kind of OD'd just a little bit. So I bought 3 more. So I was like, I'm gonna give them to my siblings when we go out of town in a couple of weeks. So I got 3 of my sisters are coming, so I got 3 for them, right? So I was like, I went back on the site again and I'm like, oh, they have more for sale. So I went back and I got more. So the new packages just arrived today for the rest of them. So I kind of OD'd again, and I got 3 more. I got 3 more. So I was like, so I went back on the site again. I'm like, oh, they still have more. So like, let me get the rest. Because you have other family, and like, I don't know if they're gonna like see it and be like, oh, where'd you get that from? So, I got 3 more. So I got 10 so far, 10. And then I've got one final one coming because they had no more for sale, so I couldn't get any more. But my intention was like, whatever my family doesn't want, then I will just resell for like $25. Make a little $10 profit. Which is a waste of my time. So I have no idea. Sometimes I get into these moods where like I see something that's cheap and then I just like OD. I don't know why I OD'd. So yeah, so that's my Herschel fanny pack haul. Don't ask me why I have 10 fanny packs. And I ordered a North Face one too, just in case I want a big ass one. So this one kind of goes like this. And this is the one that I had in New York and I didn't want it anymore because it was too big. And so I sold it on Facebook Marketplace. And then I was like, you know what? I actually want this one back. So it's a black fanny pack with like a brown North Face writing on it. And it's a really large one. So it's like for a man, basically, but just options so you can see the difference. It's just options. So I also got a new Keurig. Hopefully I have enough space to record this before it like shuts off. But I got a new Keurig. I'm not even going to tell you how many Keurigs I've owned like in my adult life. Every Keurig that I've ever owned, I've always like sold or gave away to family because I always realize within a couple of months that I don't like it and I don't want it. And I don't know why I keep rebuying Keurigs, but Starbucks gets a little costly. I don't know if you guys know, but like each tall coffee that I get each day is like $5 and change or whatever. And so that with a bagel is just a whole combination of just nonsense. So this Keurig I found used on Macari. So I didn't buy it for like regular price. I didn't, but somebody was selling it new. She said she was moving and she didn't need it anymore. And she lowered the price on it because it had like a little dent in it. She had this little rip in the box. So she lowered the price because of the rip in the box. Everything is still on it. Yeah. The wire is still wrapped around in there. I don't know if you guys have ever had this version of a Keurig, but the wire's still inside. Everything's pretty much intact. So I'm just gonna run this real quick. So this is a K-cup holder. Cup in. And I got something from Target. Every time I go to Target, I get distracted. And I forget what I was going in there for. So one day when I was on the toilet, I was like, oh my God, I need tissue. So I got some tissue and some contact lens solution. Because I keep running out of things and I'm like, I get to Target and I know what I went in there for and then I get distracted. And now I'm coming home and I don't have tissue. I got the McCafe one, the medium premium roast. I wanted to try this. People always say McDonald's coffee is good. I've never really drank a straight cup of coffee from McDonald's before. And then I got the blonde roast. I always get the blonde roast when I go to Starbucks, so I wanted to try it as a K-cup. So it's 2 times the caffeine. We will see. That's all. So I saw this jacket on Champion, like when the winter first started, and I really wanted it, but it was like $150 and I had just spent $120 on a North Face jacket. So I was like, I'm not getting another $100 and something jacket for the winter when I already have this jacket. So I let it go. I forgot about it. And then Instagram, you know how they like to remind you about things that you've searched in the past. They'll like pull it up as like an ad or something. And so Instagram like pulled it back up and was like, hey, do you like this jacket from Champion? And I was like, oh, that's the puffer coat that I wanted, but you know, it was too expensive. So let me check and see if in March the price has gone down. And I went on the website to look and the price was still $100 and something. It's still regular price. It's not on sale. It's not marked down or anything. So something was like, let me just Google the jacket and see if I can find it on a different website. So all the websites that were popping up had the jacket for sale, but it was in the gray color and I wanted it in black. So I was about to give up. But something was like, go on Amazon and look. Why I went on Amazon and this jacket was $44. And it just came yesterday. Offer on the Champion site. Like a cotton fabric, I think. I don't know what kind of fabric. Oh, it's their reverse weave. I don't think I like how it feels on my neck. It looked cooler on the girl. I'm glad I only paid $44 for it, because if I would have paid $100 and something for this to me is not worth $100 and something. But it says Champion in the collar here. I saw when I was putting it on. It's like really light. It says Champion. And I got the 2X in women. Good thing I got the 2X because this fits a little bit snug, but it's going in my closet. With my Oh, and I'm 30 days into the sertraline medication that I've been taking. And so we just increased my dose to 100 milligrams. So I started at 25 milligrams, and then after a week we went up to 50, and then she had me do 75 for a week, and then now we're at 100. So yesterday I took it about 8 p.m. That was my second time taking the 100 milligram dose. And so hopefully, I mean, I was already nauseous all the time before the sertraline, so I don't know if the sertraline is what's still making me feel kind of queasy. I don't know if the 100 milligram dose is too high. She said that 100 milligram is kind of like in the middle of a therapeutic dose, because 50 milligrams is not enough milligrams, and so it wasn't really working. But like I was telling her, like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be feeling, like, if that makes sense. So like I've been functioning with like depression and anxiety pretty much since middle school, and so I don't really know what I'm supposed to feel like when I don't feel that way. So like it was kind of hard to tell like what she was expecting to hear when I went for my checkup a month, the other day. And so I don't know what she was expecting. But I told her that I wasn't sure if I was feeling any better, or not feeling, like if I was feeling anything. I didn't know. And so that's why she was like, well, let's increase the dose. And then she wanted to add like Wellbutrin. I was like, lady, I don't even want to take this. Like, why would I want to take another psychiatric medication to go with it? It's not that bad. My depression is there, but it's not that bad. I'm not like struggling like hard. It's not like that. Like, and I think she thinks it's like that because the first day I met her, I was kind of like overwhelmed. So I think she thinks it's like that. But anyway, yeah. So I'll take the third dose tonight, and she gave me, I have 90 days worth of the 50 milligrams, so I've just been kind of taking 2 pills of that till I finish it out. And then she gave me another, I have the 100 milligram pills, so they're pretty big. I left the other ones in the car, but the 100 milligram pills are kind of like big. Anyway, I'm about to eat something and finish watching a movie, and then maybe catch up on MTV, The Challenge. I don't know why I said MTV. I'm pretty sure you know what The Challenge is if I say just The Challenge. So that is that. And I'll talk to you guys later.